Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. Welcome to Coffee with TF, another eminent show of Training Frat. So we are all welcome you over here once again, and as you all, many of you might already be knowing, the people who have been the audience for this show for such a quite long time. This is the last show of season two, and we are here with an amazing guest. I mean, we really wanted to end this particular season with a bang on guest, like as my colleague Rutika always said. And we are glad that Mr. Sanjay is here to do the exact justification for that bang on word. So thank you so much, Sanjay sir, for being here. Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, thank you, sir. So let me go ahead and introduce Mr. Sanjay Wadhwa to the entire world. Um, so, dear training Frat, let me tell you, Sanjay Wadhwa is an experienced business coach, facilitator, trainer with more than 20 years of experience in the field of organizational and human transformation. He has also got 24 years of training experience in media, finance, BPO, and consulting. And apart from that, what really cracks me up is he's an expert in doing 45-minute business breakthroughs where he can find any business up to 45 lakhs in new business in 45 minutes. So many 45s over there. We would like to go ahead and know more about that, Sanjay sir, as we proceed into the interview. Well, let me tell you the crowd more about you, sir. Mr. Sanjay Wadhwa also coaches people using an international system and uses his leadership expertise and NLP skills to help bring lasting change with the people who lead their businesses. And also, a few of his certifications, just a few, is that he's a master trainer NLP from NFNLP USA, and he's also an emotional intelligence assessor with 6 Seconds USA, and he's also a practitioner for the same. And he's also a certified coach for the best year yet. And he's a certified leadership coach, a trainer, a speaker in the John Maxwell team. We heard of John Maxwell. I heard of John Maxwell personally, and I'm glad that we could have a member of his team with us today. So thank you, Sanjay sir, for being over here. Thank you so much. And I can also see that you have an amazing experience with multicultural audiences, and you have also worked with clients across many nations like the USA, Australia, UAE, Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, and Thailand, just to name a few. Thank you so much, Sanjay sir, for gracing this show. So, without any further ado, let me go ahead and ask you the very first question for today. Yes, Sanjay sir?
Sure, I said, sure. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So the very first question is, we want to know more about you. I mean, how did you transform yourself from whoever you were to whatever you are today? Because that whoever is whatever is very important for us. We are all whoever, many of us were whoever, and now you have made an image for yourself which is resounding through the entire world training industry. So can you please tell us how you did that, sir?
Sure. My career journey started very young. I was, studying when I started working as well. I was, born in a middle class family. Both my parents were working. I saw the value of working very early, and I started working. I was in sales, the first job anybody can get. I was in a very obscure little college in a very obscure little place in a suburb of Mumbai, and I was part of a group of 11 people, out of which only 3 graduated. Okay, one of them was me. The other 8 did not graduate. So I was a part of that group, that thought process where studies were not important. Let's get going and start working. And I started in sales. 5 years I did sales, and I was really good at selling. I actually sold myself in 6 jobs
Wow.
in 5 years. Which means before the company could actually throw me for non-performance, I would go and grab another job and get a little increment like that. And that's how my career was going. Till somebody met me in a local train. Mumbai has these local trains in which you travel, and somebody told me in a local train saying, if your sales career isn't going, why don't you attend a personality development program and develop your personality and become more confident, and then your sales career will go. And I said, okay, which program? He said, Aajke newspaper mein there's an article. Why don't you read that? And I read, there was an advertisement for a program. I was in sales anyways. And I said, okay, 4 to 7 is the program. I can actually, tell my boss I'm on the field and go attend an introductory program for this. And I went and sat in this program, and I really liked what this guy was saying. That was Thursday. And the real program, the actual personality development program, was over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I did, I remember collecting all the money that I had and, made a deposit payment right there on Thursday, and kind of managed to come and attend that program on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And in that program, I saw that this guy was making 300 of us jump and dance and talk to each other and, go out on the road and meet people and, strangers and, there's all sorts of people. And I literally grew in my thinking in that program. Okay, it was a very intense program. Started at 9 in the morning, got over at 9 in the evening, 3 full days, and I was literally jam packed with a lot of information. And I literally grew. And one of the lessons I got from that program is you can do whatever you want to do in life. Okay, you just need to open yourself and say, okay, I can do it, and then go ahead and take action. And I walked out of this program finding a purpose, because suddenly my life wasn't the same. And I realized that, this is the work that I want to do. I want to make a difference to so many people. I want to be this guy who has so much power, charisma, and 300 people were jumping to his tunes for 3 full days. He was full of energy, and what presence this guy has, and all of that, and how does he manage that? I want to do this. So much money he's making in life, and all the sorts of things, right? And I walked out of that wanting to be a trainer. Okay, I was 24 at that time, and 24-year-old trainers were not heard of that time. Today, we have 18-year-old trainers, 20-year-old trainers. Everybody is a trainer who can speak as a trainer. But at that time, that wasn't known. So I went out and I told my friends, that I had that friend circle who, we were all struggling in life. Okay, so that was where I was. I went to my friends and said, I want to be a trainer. And he said, "Tu pagal hai kya? You've seen this guy. This guy has 25 years of experience. Your age is not 25. How will you become a trainer?" And I said, "No, I want to be." And then I went ahead and asked questions about how can I be a trainer. And somebody said, you need to be knowledgeable to be a trainer. If you want to impart something, you need to have a lot of it. So read books, read newspaper. So, and Mumbai local trains, if you have seen pictures of that, or you've traveled to Mumbai, and Mumbai local trains are always crowded, right? I'm the guy who's hanging from the door all the time, and we are, going to office, coming back. There's no time to do it. Where will I do it? So I went to my boss, who was my sales head, and I said, "Hey, will you give me a first class train ticket so I can at least go inside the compartment and not have to hang outside the door on my local train?" And he said, "Why?" And I said, "You know what? I want to read books." He said, "Okay, you read books and you have to come to office and teach us what you have read. Only then I know that you're reading, so I will give you that allowance." And that's how I convinced my boss, got into first class pass, and first class in Mumbai, if you have first class, which means you can at least go inside and stand. And I started reading books. Monday to Friday, I would read a book. Saturday, I would do a session in the office. And Sunday, I would get a group of my friends in my home, get them and do a free personality development session for them. I did this for 13 months. By that time, I had a chance to go and sell myself in another job. I joined a training company and as a sales guy. And this famous trainer, Arfin Khan, I was doing sales for him. And I remember that one time I had this opportunity where there was a training. A few people had paid the money. They came to a hotel for the training, and the trainer had met with an accident. And he had fractured his leg just in the morning, and we were going to refund the money to people. And I said, "You know what? I can train. I've been doing this for 13 months. I have enough confidence and courage to go and share my sales experience with people." So my boss at that time, he said, okay, you know what, you come with me to another room, show me what you can do, and if I'm convinced, then I'll. So I went into a room, and for 10 minutes, I did a training for him. I was doing this every week for long time, 13 months. I think I was ready and prepared. I had all this courage, and I did this. And he said, okay, wait, we'll go and sell you. So he walked into this room of trainees, and he said, you know what, you guys are here. You have paid the money. We are ready to refund you the money because the main trainer has met with an accident. But the lunch is already made at the hotel. Can you stay till lunch and hear this guy out? And at lunch, if you want, we can refund the money, or you can wait till the evening. And to my good fortune, nobody left. Everybody liked the training. Everybody came back in the evening saying, fantastic, we didn't know that you have senior trainer and junior is also as good. Can we have another session with the senior trainer? So they paid more money to hear the senior trainer. That's the day I landed in training. This was a good 20 years back. Since then, I've trained over 120,000 people in 16 different countries. And I learned two big lessons. One, when you discover your purpose, nothing can stop you. And two, you really can be whatever you want to be in life. All you need to do is open yourself up and say, okay, this is what I want to be. Just lay your finger there and you will get it done. So that's my journey of being a trainer. I've worked with Reliance, I've worked with NIIT in their training arms. I've headed training for a Fortune 500 company where I was responsible for 7,000 people with 60 trainers reporting into me. So from there, I just grew. I mean, strength to strength. I did more work. Every year I go to one country and get an international certification so that I can learn something of value and bring it to my craft. So I'm only improving from there because I now know this is my purpose. I'm here to make a difference to the world, and I'm not going to go away quietly. So yeah, that. By the way, I then did my MCOM and then MBA as well because I had graduated with 47%. There was no MBA in my life. It couldn't happen. But since then, I've done my MCOM, I've done my MBA, I've got over 18 international training and coaching certifications. So yeah, I mean, when you're on purpose, you're on fire.
Wow. When you're on purpose, you're on fire. That's an amazing statement, sir. And thank you so much, Sanjay sir, for such an inspirational journey that you have put in front of us. Thank you so much.
Actually, Sanjay sir, I could connect, the time you said that, you attended that workshop, 3 days workshop, and it actually came into your mind that actually it did not just came into your mind, but it was a bang on thing for you. Okay, this is what I want to do. And it was so emotional and so touching for me because the same thing happened with me. Even I attended a 2 days workshop wherein even I danced, I met too many people, and then and on the same night, one of my senior person at my place asked me, what do you want to do? And I said, I am going to be a trainer. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's so nice to hear that.
Absolutely.
We're listening to this inspirational story of yours, and then coming back to your profile, as Paul already mentioned that the 45 word, the number is coming here again and again. So we'd really like to know that, as your profile says, that you can do 45 minutes business breakthrough where you can find any business up to 45 lakhs in new business in 45 minutes. Can you please elaborate on this and explain exactly what it is?
Yeah, this is 45 and 45, and that's a catchphrase for me. It takes a little more than 45 minutes. It takes about 10-15 minutes of getting to know each other as well. But yeah, I do this 1 hour session. About 10 years back, I started a corporate training company, and we do soft skills and leadership work with a lot of large organizations. I have over 80 trainers who I contract all the time, and they work with me, 300 clients across the nation. So I actually started that training with me as a product of that company. Okay, so it was designed to sell my trainings, but in a couple of years we realized that there is a ceiling to how much one person can do.
Yeah.
And you can only grow that much. I was doing 200 days of training every year, and I was going crazy doing kind of training. I was burnt out, and I wouldn't remember that, okay, did I tell this story to this group, or was it yesterday's group, or I was doing just so much training. So at some point in time we realized, okay, if this is a business, then it has to be run like a business. So we went from selling Sanjay as a product to the organization as a product. Okay, that Phenom is the name of my company. Phenom will do training. And in the next 2 years, I actually became free. I could choose the kind of clients I want to work. I could choose the fees that I could command. I would choose the kind of training I would do. So I started doing about 8 days of training a month, which means the rest of the 22 days I was free. That's when we decided to move to the next segment. And I learned a lot about what I did in my business of, going from being, my own employee to actually running a business where I don't have to do the work and the business will still run and make me money. How can I do this for others? Okay, and that's when we started coaching, business coaching. So for the last 7 years, I've been in the field of business coaching. And what I do with people is I understand their business challenges and give them marketing and sales ideas in 45 minutes so that they can actually generate 45 lakh rupees of more sales if they go ahead and apply those ideas. So the 45 lakhs doesn't happen in the 45 minutes, but you definitely get so many ideas that you say, oh, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Or 10 ideas, each idea is worth so much. So if I go ahead and apply those, I will easily make 45 lakh rupees more. This is how I prove to them that I am a great coach. If in 45 minutes I can give you these ideas, I can also help you implement these ideas and grow your business. Would you want to hire me as a coach? So I first prove my worth and then ask for business. That's that 45 minutes. I want to give you guys an idea. Is that okay?
Yes, sure, sir. Why not?
The training Frat is 190 people right now. Yeah?
True. Yeah.
If you guys can come together and put out a document, create a document that says 10 things that a trainer can do to double their per day fees and get 10 new clients, and you offer this document to any trainer who joins Training Frat, then you go to Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you have trainers existing, and you say, hey, we've just written this document and we would like to give this to you, but we want to give this to you only if you become part of our inner circle, which is Training Frat, and these are the terms and conditions of joining Training Frat. If you made this offer to 100 trainers, how many of them would want this document and join Training Frat for getting this document?
I guess. I mean, I can just simply think of multiples of people, whatever is the number there.
Yeah. Simple, isn't it? So if you go to a training group and say, hey, as a freelance trainer or as a trainer, would you like to double the number of clients that you currently have? Would you want to double the fees that you get every day?
Yeah.
If you're interested, go ahead and type interested in the comment section. How many people do you think will put interested? It's a 500 people Facebook group. How many people do you think will say interested?
Too many, sir. In fact, more than
More than 400, I believe.
Okay, let's look at 100. And then on a personal message, if you say, hey, we are Training Frat, we are a training community, and we work with each other to help grow each other's business and network, and which is whatever your purpose is. And this document is created with the help of all the members of this Training Frat. So join the group and we'll give you the document.
Yeah.
You think 50 out of those 100 will join?
Sure. I mean, because the document makes a lot of sense.
So if Training Frat was a business with 190 clients in over the last 2 years, approximately 2 years, and if I gave you an idea that can help you get 50 members every month, does that double your business?
True, sir, it does.
Yeah, that's one idea. I have 300 different ideas on marketing and sales that I can teach business owners how to do. And that's what I do in 45 minutes. I assess their business and I give them the ideas that they can actually see, it's so simple, I can do this. And if they can do it, they can actually go ahead and get more than 45. 45 is a believable number. That's why I say 45. But I actually have shown people how to make a crore, a couple of crores as well. So easy to do. All you need to do is understand a few marketing principles and sales principles, and that's what I do in my business coaching profession. So I can do that for people. That's what I do in 45 minutes.
Wow, wonderful. And that was inspiring. And thank you so much for giving that idea, Sanjay ji.
Hello, Sanjay ji. This is Ruchita Mohta.
I'm going to call you Ruchita, whether you call me G or not. Is that okay?
Is it okay?
I'm
I would
having
like
fun, guys. I'm having fun. Sorry, Ruchita, repeat the question, please.
Yeah, I would like to ask you, how do you use EQ in business coaching? Can you elaborate on some points?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I see. First thing is, I don't use too much of EQ in business coaching as such. But for example, I've worked with the CEO of ADCB Bank, okay, and I've coached him. Now, one of his challenge was that he used to get a lot anxious when there were big deals, okay, and that's where I used EQ. I told him how he can actually get a grip on his emotions, and he closed a 500 crore deal. While he could overcome his nervousness and go and do that. So, that's the kind of work that happens. So, having understanding of how EQ works is more important. I don't use, any EQ tool or any of that as such, but, knowing that, okay, somebody is going through an emotional situation or goes through an emotional situation at that time, and they need to control that, and they need to have a good understanding and a grip of those emotions so that they can intelligently deal with that situation. That's important. So, that principle helps me coach them, and so that they can go ahead and apply that in business situations, essentially.
Hi, Mr. Wadhwa. I am Megha, and I want to just ask you one question. How important is personal branding and networking if you're working as a freelance trainer?
Perfect. It is more important than honing your skills, Megha. The principle that I've learned in training, especially training businesses, you first sell yourself, and then you can worry about how to deliver on that. Okay. Most trainers I know keep going on this learning journey all the time, and they keep spending a lot of money and time and energy on learning new stuff or honing their skill and becoming better, but they don't fully realize the potential of all of that knowledge and skill that they have, because they don't build a personal brand. They don't brand themselves. Today, everybody wants to do business with only the best. Right now, especially in this economy, and the economy is tanking badly, money is dear. Okay, people don't want to spend money because they're worried about what's going to happen in the future. So they want to spend less and less money, and less people are going to spend less and less money, which means the market is going to shrink. And instead of that, only the best are going to survive, because people would want to spend money only with somebody who they know, they understand, and they trust. So yes, building your brand is the way to go. In fact, I work with professionals, doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants, trainers, coaches, consultants, and I show them how to build their authority in their niche. Okay, which means they actually put out content that builds them as a brand. But see, what happens today is people need to know you, like you, and trust you before they buy from you. And people are only looking at you online. They aren't looking at you offline. They are not going to meet you till they know you, like you. Then when they meet you, they'll build some trust. But know you and like you has to happen online. So which means you're building your brand online. You're building your authority online. See, one of the reasons why I'm invited to a show like this is exactly that. Somebody saw they saw what I do. They now know me. They like what I do. They say, okay, this guy is good. We can trust him with a show with our audience. And that's why they invited and said, hey, why don't you come and speak? And with this, I am now going to get a much wider audience to know me now. Because I'm doing this interview, now more people are going to know me. So yes, building your personal brand is the way to go. That is the only way to go, in fact. And this is not only for trainers, it's for all professionals. I saw there is CA Pranav Kumar Limaza also on the call for chartered accountants. Building your brand is the way to go, because you can't solicit business otherwise.
Okay. Hi Sanjay, how are you?
I'm good, Saurabh.
It's pleasure to have you here in our show. My question to you is that we talk about transformations, right? We talk about transformations. So according to you, what you feel that what all aspects should it include when we say that transformation is happening in a person, in an individual, in a professional?
Yeah, in fact, I've stopped talking about transformation. In fact, more and more I realize that jargon doesn't work in people's mind. Okay, people don't think in complicated words. People think in simple words. When you and I speak, we speak actually in our mind we are speaking our mother tongue. We're not even speaking the word transformation. Transformation too heavy a word. So if you believe, okay, and belief is a very strong feeling, which means nobody can shake you from there. And if you believe that you can't do something, and suddenly you have an experience where you believe now, oh my God, I really can do this. What was I doing so many years thinking I can't do it? I can do it. That I think is transformation. So altering your belief from I can't to I can in any area of life is transformation. Okay, that's the transformation for me. And a lot of times when people can just examine their belief, because belief जो है ना आपके और मेरे world में, belief really doesn't live like belief. Belief lives like reality. It is the truth. Belief नहीं है, ऐसा ही है. My life is like that. What are you talking about? It's not my belief. It is exactly like that. Because the belief is like silence. When you speak about it, it is gone. It is broken, right? Similarly, belief is also like that. The moment you say it is my belief, it doesn't have grip on you. But belief for you, your belief is not your belief, it is your truth. When your truth alters, when you say, oh my God, there is another truth possible. दिख रहा है कि ये भी हो सकता है, मैं कहाँ यहाँ पे अटका हुआ था. That's transformation for me, and that's something that I always look at when I'm coaching somebody. I always check where are they stuck, and if I can get them unstuck, if I can show 50 different options they have, their mind will go ahead and pick the best option available. Right now they can't see that option, and that's transformation for me. And so I've seen so many people break that belief system of theirs and say, oh my God, yeah, so many other things are possible. Now let me go ahead and explore. That's transformation.
I think absolutely, and that's the role of a trainer also, I think.
I know you knew the answer. You were just checking my intelligence. Sachi.
No. Believe me.
Thank you.
So, Sanjay sir, it was a wonderful journey with you, but still, because you have been such a great mentor in just half an hour, we still want to, though we are done with the time, we still want a last message from you to our complete training frat. We have got one. So another message from you that will be worth again $1 million. So please.
Perfect. So, whenever you want to produce any result in life, all you need to focus on is what do I need to do to get there. Action is what produces result. I'm not a great believer of knowledge produces result. Okay, I am a great believer of can you convert that knowledge into action, and that's what produces results. So you need to have a set of actions always in your mind. Okay, what am I going to do today to grow my results? What can I do tomorrow to grow my results? And that's a big thing for everybody. If you are not happy with the results that you have currently, look at your actions. And your actions are always driven by what you're thinking, your mindset, your belief system. Keep working on that. And that's my final message, that if you want to produce bigger, better results, your current set of actions are not going to help you produce bigger, better results. Your current set of actions are limited to your current set of results. You need to think differently and then act differently to produce bigger, better results. And I don't mean act more. Don't do more of the same. Look at what you can do differently. Who can you learn from? What can you learn so that you can do stuff differently? I like Megha's question. Is personal branding important? Yes. Are you going to now take action on personal branding? That document is important to grow training frat membership. Are you now going to make that document? Okay, transformation is important. Which area of your life needs transformation? Work on that. So that's the whole idea, guys. For me, action speaks bigger than words. Action speaks bigger than anything else, because action is the only thing that produces results.
Thank you so much, Sanjay sir. Thank you so much. It was our privilege that you could, take out your valuable time and give your valuable time to us. And you made this show, us last episodes of season 2 was actually a bang on with you, Sanjay sir, over here, because what we have got today, especially the business module that we got from you, is something that is we are not going to sleep. I think also we are going to have a sleepless night until we don't go for action now, right? So thank you, Sanjay sir, for actually.
Time shall tell, Ruchita.
Yes, sir. So thank you so much, sir, for giving your valuable time. Over to you, Paul, sir.
Thank you so much, Ritika, for such an amazing, what do you call it? Like an praise-worthy statement for Sanjay. And Sanjay ji, it's an amazing experience that we never ever thought that we would be having in the first place with you. So thank you so much for actually opening up our minds to another whole new world and actually placing realistic challenges in front of us, which would actually take us forward. And we will definitely start working. As Rutika said, we may not be having proper sleep until we go ahead and make the document and we start working on that. Thank you so much, Sanjay ji. Thank you so much, each and every one who have gathered over here. Every one of you have been an amazing audience for us today, and of course for a few people all through the entire both 2 seasons that Training Frat had. Thank you so much, guys. It's been an amazing time. Training Frat, in the beginning, as I told Sanjay ji, was built for the trainers of Nagpur, but now it's worldwide. It's there for the entire world. Anybody can join. So please feel forward to come and join us. So thank you, guys. Thank you, Sanjay sir, for your amazing time. Thank you, Rutika, for hosting and for always being my partner. Thank you, each and every one. Thank you, Anurag, for the amazing vote of thanks. Thank you, all the panel members and guests. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Everybody, Allah Hafiz, stay safe.
Bye-bye, sir.